Hello. Can't quite get this right here. There we go. It's Thursday. It is the 18th of January. You know what that means. It's vlog night. And we are joined again by Butski. He's feeling a bit sorry for himself because we've got the black cat here, and the black cat, the male black cat who did it this week, had his little nuggets cut off. Just loves and idolizes this cat, but this cat doesn't want to know. It's just really kind of sad. Yeah, just accept your little brother. Okay. So this week, well, it's been quite a good one. Saturday, I think some of you, if you watch my YouTube channel and you follow my Facebook page, had a lovely trip up to Hornsey Beach, which is off the coast of Norfolk. No, Butski's gone to see the seals. And we were very lucky. My friend Pete drove us up, and we were incredibly lucky. The fact that there were still a couple of babies left, some pups. There were two or three left, and we got in. I think some of you saw the photos of us getting so close to the one. They keep you back quite a ways, but he put on a little performance for us and then kind of scuppered off. It was amazing. It was just like so incredible seeing them. So cold, but it was worth it. It was just how often, I mean, I've never seen seals in the wild. I've only ever seen them in a zoo or SeaWorld. So it was a great experience. And I remember that was, I did a vlog last year about, how much I love to travel and love to go and do things, but it's just nice to explore what's here in the UK as well. And that's one thing. So I think we're hoping, I made a suggestion to go to the Yorkshire shoreline in the late spring, early summer to the Bampton Cliffside. And I mean, you can go in the winter and it's still quite beautiful and scenic because the cliff formation's going to be cold though, because it's up in Yorkshire. But if you wait until the summer, all the seabirds come in. So the puffins and the albatrosses and all that, and that's worth seeing. So I think he's up for doing it. He just wanted to sort of recover from this one first, but we're looking at late spring, early summer to do that one. But yeah, what a great day that was. Sunday was spent on the allotment. So Sunday I did not make training because I completely forgot when I did the blog last week that Saturday was going to be taken up. Sunday was going to have to be an allotment day, even though it wasn't a very heavy day. I got doing stuff around the house, and then I thought, you know what? My aim was to go Tuesday and Thursday of this week. I just have to accept the fact that on this timetable, Thursday is just not going to be a go. I don't get out of college until 4:30. By the time I get to the train station and get home, it started. I don't like showing up late. So the plan is to go Sunday this week, really make myself go because I want to get those 2 sessions a week in. I went Tuesday. Tuesday was fantastic. Um, After half-term holiday, we'll see. We'll see where I'm at. If I'm staying at Loughborough, if I'm not, I might be on a different timetable. We'll just have to see. We'll work it in. That brings us to the working out. Well, working out has been again kickboxing and the cycle challenge. So the cycle challenge is a little bit better this week. We managed to cover a bit more ground. I didn't feel well today either. I thought, well, if you're not going to go to kickboxing, at least do a ride. And then I was not feeling very well. My stomach was really sore this morning, or when I got home from work as well. So yeah, Ryan even came over and put the cockerels away for me like a star. Let's see here. Let's bring up. Actually, last week when I put the maps up, I didn't realize that they were not showing, and I don't know why I didn't think of this before because I used to teach on Zoom all the time, and this is what we used to do, PowerPoint presentations. So anyway, let's do a bit of a recap of what we did on the cycle challenge or what we've done so far. So this was week one, and week one was a really, really productive week. But you have to remember, I was on Christmas, I was still in school holidays, so I could ride to my heart's content. And I think I did about something like 300 kilometers or close to it. It was 250 something. Um, Week two, last week was the first week back as far as the Land's End to John O'Groats one. So we covered a bit. We got up to Clevedon. I think it was 54. This week we did a bit more. So this week it was a total of, I think it was 82 kilometers. So this gives you an idea. This is what we covered this week. This was Clevedon, where we got to last week. And this will bring us just outside of Gloucester. And this one over here is in the orange highlight is just like the total distance so far. So we're getting there. The other challenge, which is going to take a heck of a lot longer. Where'd you go? Here we go, the great state of Maine. So, oh, that was week 2. You can see this is as far as we got where this red bit was, where it continues from that blue bit. And now we are just about outside of Bangor, Maine. So this is since we started. The plan is to go around, down through Portland, and then into New Hampshire. So that's the cycle challenge. I'm having fun. So we've done a bit more this week. So yeah, it's just going to have to be gradual, incremental changes while I'm getting used to being back at work. So work is, I'm really enjoying teaching literature, or not literature, sorry. I love teaching literature, but I've gone over to English language because the person that is taking over has not started yet. And they're not quite sure when their HR department is going to be able to do all the checks and everything. So they said right now, tentatively, they've got me scheduled till about the 12th of February. It could go longer. It might not take as long, but they're thinking that's kind of a minimum because their HR department's very, very thorough. So, but I've now taken over English language, A-level English language. Really fascinating topic. I've done GCSE English language, and that's interesting. But this gets into language acquisition, the psychology behind it, the history of the English language, which I love and which I really, really have kind of a stake in. So, yeah, I'm enjoying that. I didn't think I would as much. I didn't think I would hate it. I just didn't think it would be quite as interesting as doing the great works of literature like The Great Gatsby and Othello. But I was really surprised at how much I am really enjoying doing it. So great. So that's work. The allotment, everybody's seen the allotments and the allotment chronicles, and it's coming along this week. We're going to be up there. This week has been so horrendously cold. I went up last night to check on the geese. Ryan's been up a couple of nights just to make sure they have enough food and their water's not completely frozen. So far, so good. If I'm feeling up to it, I'm going to pop up there tomorrow, but I'm going to spend the day up there on Saturday. But between now and Saturday, we're supposed to have a massive increase in temperatures. Tonight is supposed to be, last night it was -7. I mean, I was out last night topping up the bird's water, and you could feel the hose is already starting to freeze. I managed to get it clear so they could have water. Should be okay tonight. I think it's only supposed to get down to -1, a heat wave. And then it's supposed to be 5 degrees tomorrow overnight. So yeah, massive jump. And then I think it's supposed to stay that way for the next couple of weeks. We're supposed to get more rain, but you either got really beautiful sunny days and it's absolutely freezing, or warm days and it's just chucking it down with rain. I've had a couple of nibbles on jobs after I leave Loughborough, and a couple are a little bit more local. One potential in Northampton, and but then I've got some online ones that are looking quite promising as well. Something kind of good and kind of bad. I got the final estimates to do the back room, and 2 builders came in. I was getting like initial sort of ballpark estimates off of people that had come to look at it, and they never really put pen to paper and considered the cost of all the materials. So I was getting these sort of like, yeah, 20 grand, 22 grand. And then I went and borrowed, quite a bit more than that to cover losses. And then 2 of them came back to me and just said, no, it's going to cost a heck of a lot more than that. So I was like, oh no. Over and above the extra contingency that I borrowed initially. I was a bit, I finally found a builder that really wants to do it. Nice guy, local guy, comes very highly recommended, and I would like to hire him to do it. But he came in under the first quote that I got that was for something like 36. I thought, good God, am I even going to get that back on the house if I do it? And they said, yeah, you will. But he came in a bit under that, and so I just really had a good feeling about him. And when I met him, anyway, and that's all really important. He gave me a little bit better estimate, but still a lot more than he says. There's no way we can do it for 20. It's just impossible. So I thought, well, first I was really down. What am I going to do? How am I going to get this extra money? And I thought, you know what? Just go to your bank, see if you can borrow it. And I always get so nervous about it. I got approved like that. I was really, really happy and really pleasantly. My credit's good, but I just, from the past, I just have a hard time. But I was really happy that that did go through quite simply. So it's all fine now. And yeah, we're going ahead with it. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. I was actually thinking, well, maybe you should just have the roof repaired and yeah, but then somebody said, yeah, but that's probably going to cost at least 10 12 grand to get it just functional. You might as well just do it and get something that's going to add a good amount of value to your house. Anyway, so I've let him know that it's a go, and he's going to look at his schedule, and yeah, we're going to go from there. Right. That is the vlog. This vlog, if you look at the very first vlog of this, it was totally about fitness. Now it is got fitness in it, but it's more challenge fitness and how am I feeling. And yeah, I'd love to get that ripped body, but that's secondary now. And the reason I wanted that ripped body wasn't purely altruistic purposes. 90%, but and now I've let go of that, and I'm thinking, you know what? Exercise because you enjoy it. Do it. Yeah, if you really want to do that, you can do it. But do it but don't do it to make if you focus on it too much, it'll make you miserable. Do it and enjoy it. Anyway, I'm making no sense now. That's because I'm probably very tired. I want to watch some of the Trump news. Oh yeah. I didn't talk about that. I'm nearly done with Liz Cheney's book. I've got about another 50 pages to go. It's really good. And I know the ending. We all know what happens, but you're kind of glued to it. And again, just her insight and her being on the inside of it all. And again, like I've said, the respect I have for that woman, even though she's from a different political party than me, for standing up and putting her position at risk just to do the right thing and to bring about, some kind of consequence for those January 6th attacks. Oh, and I found out how I can vote. So I will be doing it. I will be completely honest. I haven't always voted in the elections because they've either been, so far of a margin, and my state's usually a blue state anyway, that my vote wouldn't have really made much of a difference because of the electoral college. I'm not chancing it this time. No way, no how. Because Michigan's one of the states that could flip, they're saying. Because of basically, in Michigan, we have a very large Muslim population, and they're not very happy with the way Biden was handling Israel, the whole Israel situation. And they're not wrong to feel that way. I'm not trying to criticize them and how they feel. I don't think they're wrong. I think he could have done better. There could have been a bit more sympathy toward them, but I'm not going to let that flip the state. I'm still going to vote for him. Sorry, I don't mean to put my politics on here. And risk, do you know who getting back in? So Donald. And yeah, the Iowa caucus that a lot of people were thinking, oh my God, he smashed it. He won 51%. 14% of the electorate even showed up to vote. So I wouldn't put too much into that. Anyway, right. I'm not going to get too much into the politics. Going to be very interesting. New Hampshire's next week. And yeah, I'm going to watch a bit more of the documentaries about the legally beleaguered ex-president. Anyway, everybody have an amazing week. Stay warm. We're nearly through. I think we're right now through the worst of this actual cold snap. I hope we don't have any more of them. I really don't like it. Although I feel like a bit of a wimp because there's a lovely lady in our kickboxing class that's from Latvia, and she says, "Oh yeah, it's minus 27 there," and we're like, "We're such wusses." Anyway, everybody, have a great week. I'll be back next week with next week's vlog. Ciao. Take care.